Welcome to Fishing Time, hosted by Team Lartigue, where we show you tips, tools, and rules, hooks, weights, and baits, the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly, and why safety is so important. So hang tight, we got an action-packed fishing adventure lined up for today. Stay tuned, more Fishing Time, hosted by Team Lartigue. We hope y'all enjoyed this show. Got a little break in the action today. We're going to show y'all our techniques on how to pick the meat, the crab meat, out of notorious blue crab. Call that a Mobile Bay. As you can see, a crab has two claws, one on each side. And he has the top shell, which is on the top. What you want to do, you want to be real careful, because the crab, as you can see, I'm using gloves. And I mean, you can do it without gloves, but if you clean a lot of blue crabs, these points, all these points right here will stick you. And it doesn't feel very well. So you want to be real careful as you're pulling the top of the crab shell off. And what we'll do is we'll also use the shell to make deviled crabs out of. So we will recycle the top shell, and you want to be careful so you don't break the shell. So you want to just grab one side, all his legs on one side. If you grab them there, but be real careful, because like I said, you got points all on this blue crab that will get you. Carefully feel it out just right, and then if you pull it off nice and easy, the shell will stay intact. A lot of times, especially when they're live, when you pull them that top shell off, the shell will break in half, which you can't use the crab, for a devil crab if it breaks in half. So what we'll do, I guess you got the lips on the top side. What I'll do is I'll pull those lips off. You can tell that crab right there is about to shed. See, he's got that inner shell lining, so it probably wouldn't be too much longer for this blue crab right here. It's going to molt and then shed. And what I'll do is I'll use my knife to clean out the fat. That orange is fat inside of a blue crab, and normally when a blue crab gets ready to molt, he gets a lot of fat build up, and then once they molt, then the blue crab will be 33% bigger. Like this crab here, when he was getting ready to molt, he would molt and be 33% bigger. But anyway, that's going to be our empty crab shell that we're going to use to make deviled crabs later on in the day. Now with the crab, as you can see, when we pull the top shell off, you've got these dead man, they call them dead man fingers, but actually what it is their gills. But on both sides, you can see that they do look like little fingers. Little fingers. But what you want to do, that's not what you want to eat. What you want to do is scrape the dead man fingers off on both sides, and they'll easily scrape right off. And then I always like to cut the lips. There again, there's some more of that fat. You can see that orange fat that's up in there, and what you'll do is you'll pull that out as well. See, you got two claws. You can gently pull those off on both sides. Do a little scrape on that inside, and then as you can see now, there's meat inside this body. White meat, beautiful, precious, delicious meat. I'll get a pair of scissors. I'll cut my legs off on both sides. And then we do have this little flap on the bottom side as well that needs to be removed. So what you'll do is you'll simply pull that back and then pull that piece off. And this is what you end up with is the body meat. And it's really kind of like a walnut. They have different sections, you know, in the crab. You know, it's so what you'll do next is you'll either break it in half or cut it in half. We can cut it into two pieces. So now you got one side and you got the other side. Now you want to cut it, split it down the middle, very carefully. And as you can see now, that you can get to that blue crab meat. Simply, you just want to be very careful because they got different cartilages. Of course, you can use your fingers as well. It is a tedious job. The biggest piece of the lump meat is the back fin. The back fin is the very back fin, and that's going to be your biggest piece of crab meat on both sides, and those two back fin parts, which would be this piece right here. And as you can see, you get you a nice daggone piece of a nice piece out of that. Of course, you can use your fingers. They say that it takes about 9 pounds of blue crabs to yield 1 pound of crab meat. 9 pounds. And you just want to feel it out. You will get shell particles in your meat. That's why you want to go back and double pick your meat, you know, to make sure all the small shell particles are out of there. And you know, it's eventually, you know, you just pull all those little, I guess they're cavities, you know, they're just small departments. I'll cut the other side in half. And as you can see, you know, once you do cut it out, it looks like, you know, all meat, but there is shell, you know, particles and cavities. But there's your big piece. That bad boy there is. Hold on. That one there's just full of meat. As you can see, we got us a nice little pile, and then you got your claws. Your claws pop it on each side, and then you got you a crab claw. That's where the old notorious crab claw. Old Bill Bailey over there off of Dolphin Island Parkway, he's the one who created the fried crab claw. He lives on Mobile Bay, and he's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna fry me a crab claw. And Bill Bailey invented the crab claw and the crab meat West Indies salad. This is the way I was told. But anyway, we'll put our crab claws on the side. We got 2 claws. A little pop, a little snap, and then wow. Simply pull that piece off, you got you another crab claw. And then your claw meat will be out of the next knuckle. See, on a blue crab, you got the crab claw, which is the top knuckle, and then you have the back on the back part. You know, the crab claws come from the crab claw, and then your claw meat comes from that next elbow. But what you'll do is you'll pop it again. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the claw meat's going to be, they call it dark meat. It's still white, but it's still a little off-white. Pop it a couple times. And then pull it back that way, and that's how you get that crab claw. back knuckle is where your claw meat comes from. As you can see, you know, it's a tedious job, but I'll tell you what, the reward is very rewarding, no doubt. And as you can see, we'll have two piles. We'll have a little claw meat pile going on. So I got me another one right here. A lot of times you gotta pull it out, scrape it out. So that one came off good. And what we'll do is we'll stuff these crabs in our famous crab meat stuffing. Of course, you still want to pull out the lips. Like I said, there's a lot of fat right there. Maybe just do a little scrape job. And then we'll wash them, and we'll also bleach the crab shells. A little, probably a 3-part water. And then we'll let them dry out, and then we'll pack these bad boys in with crab meat stuffing. Here again, you got your lips, you got your dead man's fingers. You just simply scrape them off. Get a pair of scissors. You can do a little cut job right there. A lot of times, if you pull them off, a lot of times that meat will pull out. This crab is real full, but really, you know, ideally, you can slip them. Claw meat. Pulls right out. Crab claws. Tell you what, it's a sight to see those guys that do it commercially. You can tell I'm not a commercial crab picker, you know, professional expert, but you know, I can get the job done. There we go. We want to scrape that little piece out. Full of fat. I mean, full of fat. My brother loves to eat this. I know. It's I guess it's real nutritional, but that, you can see that crab right there is just full of daggone fat. We'll pull the tail off. Cut her in half. Cut the other piece in half. You got you a split. You got a split. And then just simply, well, I guess there's nothing simple about it, but tell you what, sometimes when they're full, when they're about ready to molt, they're so daggum full, which the crab pickers like for it to be full, because I like to get that good yield, see? If you're in the crab commercial business, you want to yield 11 pounds. Sometimes the crabs are real light. They call them kite crabs. Pull the shell off. Pull both claws. Scrape the dead man's fingers. Cut the lips. Snip on the legs. Both sides. Now you got your body meat. You got your tail on the back, the little flap. Simply pull it. Cut it in half. Cut it in half again. And now you start shoveling. You can make all kind of dishes. You know, you can make crab omelets for breakfast in the morning. See, that knuckle comes right out of there too. A lot of times it'll just pop right off of there. Sometimes it'll get stuck in there and you got to dig it out. Come on down to the seafood shop where the seafood's good and it goes out. Where you hit the Wednesday house bite, either original spice or spicy hot. There's no telling what you might find in that seafood shop. King crab snow crab, and blue crabs too. Lobster tail, alligator tail, and Cajun crawfish too. There's no telling what you'll do at the seafood shop. Boys waiting on you. Well, the boys are waiting on you. So y'all come see us at the seafood shop where the seafood's fresh,
And the gumbo's hot.
where you pick them
And we steam.
hot on the spot.
That's right.
Either original,
Or spicy hot.
230-43 Perdido Beach Boulevard, Orange Beach, Alabama.
Well, we appreciate your business.
Y'all come see us now. Buzzbait, where in the world are you at, son? We're over here picking blue crabs, stone crab, done ran the crab traps, and caught all kind of blue crabs. Yeah, Elmer Fuss done weighed them up. He's already got them steamed up. We got the picking line going on. Where you at, Buzzbait? You can run, but you can't hide, son. You can run, but you can't hide. You trying to dodge another bullet on me? Buzzbait, I got you under contract. You're under contract. Get over here as fast as you can. We got the crab line going on. All right. 10-4, Captain. Over and out. Cruising down the river. Been here before. Well, what's up, Buzzbait? Hey, step in them office. Step in them office. Grab a bucket. Step in them office.
Crab Claw, what is going on, man?
Man, we're trying stone crab and ran the daggum traps. I caught all kind of blue crabs. We're out of crab cakes. We got the assembly line going on.
That's what I've been doing, Bo. Right there, them most famous crab potatoes made right here fresh at the Lartigue shop.
Oh, I thought you was running around. I didn't know what you was
You
doing.
thought I was playing around, didn't you? Come on, Crab Claw, you know
Well,
Buzzbait better than that, son. So what you need?
Well, we gotta pick some blue crabs.
Wow.
We gotta pick blue crabs.
Let me tell you. All right, I can do it. Look at here. So boy right here knows how to clean a crab, I think.
What I mean, well, you're from Moss Point, Mississippi.
Well,
Where is Moss Point, Mississippi? Do they know how to eat blue crabs over there in Moss Point,
let me
Mississippi?
tell you what, buddy. Moss Point is right beside Pascagoula. This old boy's from Pascagoula. He's not from Moss Point. Come on now, Crab Claw. Yes, I have eaten many a crab. I do know how to clean them. So let me get on in here and help the old Crab Claw out here, because we got crab cakes to make.
We got plenty of crab cakes to make, Buzzbait. They eating up the crab cakes.
Wow. Well, that's a good thing, my man. That is a good thing. You know? What about these dead man's fingers here, buddy?
Well, I mean, why do you think they call them dead man's
Well,
fingers,
they
Buzzbait?
call them dead man's fingers, from what I was told, is because they just don't, they're not poison, but they just don't taste good. Like dead fingers, you know? I mean, I don't know who came up with the dead man finger deal.
Yeah, but a lot of people, though, like you said, you know, when you pull it off, a lot of people think that's meat. It kind of looks like meat, but
No, sir.
that ain't what you're looking for, is it,
No,
Buzzbait?
sir, no, sir. And I tell you what, it's not going to kill you to eat it, but it just don't taste good. You know, that's why we scrape them off. When you're cleaning a crab, you always scrape them fingers off. Get them out of there. As you can see, this is a female crab. This is her sack. Now you take that off. You know?
Boy, that seasoning,
God bless you, son.
that seasoning's getting me,
Bless you,
Buzzbait.
Bo. Look here. You know, I got the body kind of like a walnut. You just break that body right there, you know. Some people cut them in half. Cut it right down the body there. There's your meat. Now, picking these crabs is a tedious job.
Yeah, it is tedious, you know. But, I mean, you can see that I guess what I've been picking on, I guess I just started and I've got, what, maybe 5 crabs under my belt. And you can see it got me a nice little,
He sure does.
nice little old pile of meat over
Tell you
here,
what,
Buzz,
buddy.
man.
I tell you what, buddy. It looks like you know how to clean them crabs pretty daggone good, son.
Well, I'm not a professional crab cleaner, I guess you'd say. That's where that big daggum, that's where that back fin piece of crab meat, right? That's the best piece. Well, I wouldn't say the best piece, but it's the biggest piece.
Without a doubt, that's that big jumbo lump meat that you buy from the seafood shops. It's just them big chunks of lump crab meat, you know. I mean, unbelievable. These blue crabs are real sweet.
Yeah, I tell you, the white meat, as you can see, I wouldn't say one dark meat or white meat's better than the other.
No, sir. It tastes pretty much the same.
You know, it's kind of like old yard bird, you know. A yard bird's got dark meat and white meat. And I'm going to tell you, me and Buzz, mate, we like both the best birds.
Oh, yeah, buddy. You can't go wrong with a yard bird any way you eat him, you know. Old Buzz bait's even been known to eat the bats, butts, and nets. Just don't know, you know.
Well, you know, Buzz, babe, we got a lot of blue crabs to clean today, son.
We got lots of crabs, son. So I guess that's what the rush is, you know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a rush, you know. It's just
Something that has to happen here.
well, but they like Mama's recipe. They like that old Mama's crab cake recipe. You know?
Oh, dude.
It's been going around for a few years.
Yeah. And another thing, though, Buzz bait, once he goes to picking on them, he likes to eat them as he picks, you know. So I'm trying to. I know we got a lot of crab cakes to make, so I'm gonna.
Well, come on, Buzz, mate. Stay out of the crab meat. I mean, you know, it's
It's hard to stay out of crab meat like this, you know. Old Elmer, that Elmer Fudd, son, that you talk about a crab eater. Son, you just pull that shell off. We like to use our shells. We get the full thing out of a crab here. We recycle all of it. Sometimes when you pull them claws off, that little bit of meat will come out, and buddy, I'm sorry, getting mean too. Come on now.
Tell you what though, it's
Claw meat.
I've seen as many as 50 workers, you know, picking blue crabs, and
At one time.
and all you hear is the snap, crackles, and pops. You know, everything's snapping, crackling, and popping. You know.
Yeah, I bet that would be a sight to see, you know. So when you get you a pound of crab meat, just think about the people that picked it, you know.
Well, it's a lot of work in the crabs.
It certainly is.
I guess old Stone Crab got up this morning about 5 o'clock and ran the crabs. And so we got to go run the crabs. We got to bring them back to the shop. Then we got to weigh them. We got to steam them. And then sometimes we got to pick them.
Sometimes we got to pick them, you know. It's just part of it. Part of what we do. You know, old Elmer, that right there, he'd hate to see me picking all this fat out of these crabs, because he piles all that up and eats a big old tub of that old orange stuff. You know, you can break it like that, you know. I see Craw Claw likes to cut his. I like to kind of pick the cavities out, and then I'll have a big old chunk.
Tell you what, we love blue crabs, don't we, Buzz?
Yeah, buddy. There's nothing like catching some good, fresh blue crabs, coming back to the house, boiling them bad boys up and sitting around the table with your pods or your good lady or just your neighbors or whatnot, and just have a feast on crabs.
Well, it's entertaining too, you know. I mean, because you gotta be careful with these bad boys, man. They will bite you. Blue crab will bite
yes, they will bite you. And any time that you are playing around with a blue crab, take it from Buzz Bait here. A little old crab this size can sure enough break the skin on your fingers, or he will bite you. Don't think he won't reach up there and grab you.
Yeah, that's why we always like to, you know, before, you know, we cook our blue crabs, we'll submerge them in ice water. And what that does is that slows them down. It also keeps the claws together. If you throw a live blue crab in there just right out of the water, I mean, you're gonna have water splashing all over the place. I mean, you're gonna have the biggest mess. So a little tip, you know, either refrigerate your blue crabs, but like I said, we kind of, we purge ours. You know, we purge our blue crabs.
We purge them.
Kind of like you do the old crawfish.
Yeah, exactly.
And what it'll do, it'll slow them down,
and it also cleans them up some. You know, I mean, it also cleans them up because when you're running a crab trap and you got your bait and all that stuff in there, you know, I mean, you want to clean your crabs before you drop them into the pot.
Yeah, you know, and it, like I said, it does slow them down.
Where you can handle them.
Where you can handle them.
That's right.
You know, if you got a live blue crab, you know, just shove enough right out the chute.
You do not want to reach down there and grab him. And if you do decide to do it, you better use caution and grab him on the back side. If you could ever grab him way back here where his claws cannot get you.
Yeah, what you want to do is if you do grab a blue crab like Buzzbait was saying, is what you want to do is you want to be careful. You either put your foot on top of him, you grab him by that back fin,
That's right.
and then you can hold that blue crab up there when he's alive. That's the only way that a blue crab can't get you, because he can't go down, he can't go behind his head. But I tell you what, he can get you up there.
He can get you.
When you're holding a blue crab, always grab him. If he's alive, grab him by that back fin, and like I said, you'll be all right, bud.
You just better use caution when you're playing with crabs, because they will get you. Crab Claw, explain to them about this crab right here. She's very, very light. I mean, super light, like feather light.
Yeah, they, you know, we call these a kite crab. Of course, the old processor plants, they don't like to have kites because you don't get a yield out of your crab. Let me see what's up. You know what? Let me tell you what's up with that. You see that right there? That, my friend, is a dead crab. He must have got mixed in. That is a crab that you want to discard. That one goes in the trash can.
There you go. That's right.
We'll smell that right there.
Woo!
So you
That's
gotta,
right.
you gotta, you know, every now and then we'll have a dead crab that gets mixed in. So if you get a dead crab, you can
smell it.
Smell it.
You can also, when you pick a crab up, you can tell. Yeah, that's why I want, you know, Crab Claw grabbed it and he said there was something going on because that crab is so light.
Ooh, that's a big old piece of crab.
What?
Come on,
Come on now. Well, that's done.
we got to make crab cakes.
Well, sorry. Buzzbait.
Buzzbait likes to eat blue crab.
Yes, he does. Another thing, Crab Claw, would you tell these people about the size of a crab?
Well, I mean,
About the size.
Well, I mean, what do you mean the size?
Well, I'm talking about he's got to be at least.
Well, I mean, commercially, you know, the shell from tip to tip has to be 5 inches.
There you go.
So for us to, you know, you always want to throw back the smaller crabs because that is the law, and the law is the law. You know what I'm saying about
the law is the law, so you always, you know, that's why I just wanted, you know.
So when you measure a blue crab commercially, you go from tip to tip. And if that bad boy is 5 inches from tip to tip, that means she's old keeper crab.
That's right, that's right. There's nothing like fresh picked crab meat, y'all. I tell you, nothing like it.
Back in the day, you know, on the causeway, you know, we had such a fun-filled day. You know, Dad and, you know, Uncle Larry, we'd all team up and we'd go to causeway.
That's right.
Catch some big blue crab.
That's right. That's right.
But we got the Great Goose over here at Gulf Shores Marina.
And she is rigged and ready.
And she's just sitting on getting. She's like, where are the boys at?
Where are the boys?
Where are the boys at?
Well, we're trying to get to her.
We're trying to get to you, baby.
It won't be too long from now. We're going.
Yeah, old Captain Ronnie Black's been running the Grey Goose hard and heavy.
He sure has, man. That old boy, he has been running her.
Old Grey Goose is like, old Ronnie Black's like, come on, baby, we gotta go to work today.
Let's go.
Old Captain
I'm ready.
Captain Ronnie been wearing the fish out.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Captain Ronnie runs the Grey Goose for us.
Yep.
I guess he gets the fun part of fishing, huh?
Well, let me tell
You
you.
think he's ever cleaned a blue crab before?
You know he has.
You know he has.
You know he has. Yeah, she's sitting out there ready to go now. Ronnie Black is showing up, get you out there.
Yes, if y'all looking for a good fishing charter trip, call up Team Lartigue. We'll put you on some fish.
You know it. Hopefully this right here, us doing this, is gonna help y'all
On how to eat a blue crab.
on how to eat and get the most out of a blue crab.
Most bang for your buck.
Ooh, baby, see, I just picked all that cavity. Kinda. Pretty wild.
Back in the day, I was saying earlier, we'd be on the causeway catching them blue crabs. Then you catch them one day. Of course, you want to boil them up, and then if you catch a bunch of them, then you start picking them.
That's right. That's right.
That's where the old crawfish A2 come from. You have a big old crawfish bowl, and it's like, man, we got too many crawfish left over. Well, what do you do then? You got to start. You pick the meat out, and you make your old crawfish A2.
You know that's right, son. Ain't nothing like some crawfish A2. Oh man, my bad. Did I get your white shirt? Oh boy. Be cool, fool, man. Oh wow, it is a little nasty.
Oh Lord.
Look, you don't want to wear your Sunday school clothes when you're picking blue crabs.
Oh, Coach Mark G.
Come on.
Mark Godfrey done gave me my new shirt.
Look at it.
And Buzzface got me all splattered up. I don't understand.
Oh, come on now, a little bit of What in the world you wearing that good looking white shirt on at the crab table for anyway, crab top?
I don't know. I'm just I don't
Picking
know.
crabs, son. Oh wow.
He's got it.
Woo! My bad, man. I'll
go
stay.
home. My wife's gonna be like,
Woo! Where in the world have you been, boy?
Yeah.
Look at you.
yeah.
One more thing before we get off this. What about that male crab?
Well,
I think. Here he is.
This is real funny. Buzzbait's gonna bring this back up. All right. Well, listen. You got a female crab. She's got a little bit different flap on her. It's more of a wider flap for some reason or another. I don't know, but
That's her unit.
that's what she's got. And then the old blue crab got him a old smaller.
That's the male crab.
That's the male crab. Now, what's kind of funny though, we talked about this. I guess it was last week. We're catching all female crabs. I mean,
Why is that?
we ran our traps and we found 2 male crabs
Out of
100 pounds.
Oh yeah.
We only had 2 male crabs. So I'm just wondering, Buzzbait. Are the female crabs
Taking over the male crab?
Are they?
I just don't think so. I don't think so. I thought male crabs are bigger than female crabs.
But usually though, during the winter months we catch more male crabs.
Uh-huh.
And right now we're catching more female crabs, which is I don't understand.
Where do the male crabs go?
I don't know.
Do they go deep?
Do they go deep? If you have all them female crabs in a crab trap, are they like scared to go in?
I don't know, man. Something is going on here because the last few runs that the stone crab ran, I'm telling you, I bet we didn't have a handful of male crabs out of 300 pounds.
I know, it's kind of weird, but hopefully
maybe we'll check into that and maybe we'll be able to find out something and
well, hopefully that female crab is being nice to the male crab.
Yeah.
Hopefully they ain't just running all the male crabs out of town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Are the females running all the blue crabs out of town?
Can't be.
Come on, man.
Can't be.
You finish her up.
Son,
We only have about 4 more trays to do. I think you'll be done with her by 8 o'clock.
By closing time tonight?
I hope so anyway.
Man, come on now. Look.
Certainly you ain't gonna put in some OT.
I know I'm under the contract. But
You're under contract, Buzz.
Now look, I'll do the best I can do, Bob.
Well, that's all we can ask.
That's all you can get out of the Buzzbait is the best I can do.
So hopefully we showed y'all some techniques to easier pick a blue crab and how to pick a blue crab. So next time, Fishing Time, hosted by Team Lartigue. We hope you enjoyed the show.